Pretty good.
I see you were right next to me in the Gotchiverse there, Hefe. Oh yeah. I also seen that pretty cool game of tag you guys were playing.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. That was a lot of fun, actually.
How does that work? That's did anyone stream that?
We GMI streamed it because we are doing it during our Gotchiverse Media International District 420 podcast. So there were like 6 or 7 of us, and what we did was during the stream we would just choose someone to run, and then we had to chase them and try to like basically tag them, like make contact. So Zombie Shepherd was the only one to evade all of us for the whole time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah, when Gotchi go-kart racing? That's what my next question is.
Seriously.
That would be awesome.
We've had the emoji for so long. Might as well bring them out, right?
Yes, we need them. We need the wearables for that. If it's anything like Mario Kart. No, just kidding.
I love that Harambe said, was it Gotchi jousting? That'll be in the arena. We'll have like our little, everybody's riding a little Aave boat with I forget, a lance, I guess that's what they're called, right? You're just like jousting.
Imagine jousting in boats in real life.
We almost made, you guys know, there's the mythical sword. We almost made a lance with that. Like we were pretty close to making a lance, but we were like, well, we don't have a horse, so it's not really fun to have a lance without a horse. But that mythical spirit sword was almost a spirit lance. It was pretty close.
That's interesting because I've never thought about that. Like, you don't really use a lance unless you have a horse, right? You can't. There's no purpose for a lance if there is no horse.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's super heavy. Yeah, you can pretty much. You wouldn't be carrying that into battle unless you have a mount.
So then,
yeah,
what we
Jesse
need
has a good
is,
suggestion there. Ride the
if we
raffle.
get the lance, we need a saddle chair wearable so that it kind of works together.
I'm loving this group up at the top here. Hey guys, good morning. Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be 3,000 soon.
Server's not even breaking a sweat.
Any big
Right. Yeah, I mean that'll be fine. We're mainly worried that the big Citadel will kind of overwhelm our servers, but so far haven't had any issues with that. We've been testing it. There may be some limits on exactly how many players can be in the game at once. Probably will be around 10,000, but that's yet to be confirmed, really, because it's a bit hard to confirm that without having live players in. But yeah, that would be a potential upper limit. But we have some great ideas for how to continue scaling that out and basically making it unlimited. It's just a time crunch right now.
Oh, since
Yeah,
we
I
have
think
people here,
definitely. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have probably at least 5,000. I would say.
I just wanted to bring up because me and Hefe talked about it yesterday, and it kind of blew my mind. We went to Aavegotchistats.com to look at the number of gotchis, and we didn't realize. I don't know if this number is correct, but 2,000 gotchis have been murdered which is like almost 1,400 increase just in season
Really?
3 alone. So I don't know if that number is correct. I was going to ask you, Coder Dan, do you have that link to the? There's that website, Gotchi
Yeah.
Gang community website.
Aavegotchi Pet.
That's what's called, Aavegotchi Pet.
Yeah, Aavegotchi.pet. I think that number seems off.
Yeah, because it was previously 600 and then it just shot up and it's like 2,000. Let's see. Maniac is still at number 1. He has eaten 38 gotchis. And then number 2 is Cavalier at 20. Number 3 is XP1 at 18 gotchis. Warhammer's at 16 gotchis. Hedge is at 14 gotchis for a top 5. So it does seem off. That 2,000 number is probably way too high.
Yeah, that would be pretty intense. It's a lot of gotchis to kill.
Yeah, well, actually, a gotchi was killed last week on May 6th, apparently.
By the way, I'm just loving this, like, the group, this hive mind at the top. So fun. The fact that we can see everyone's reactions and stuff in real time is just amazing. In the at the North Gate here, so cool. Yeah, in the main Citadel, like when the 18th comes, this gate, this area is not going to exist yet because the parcels in this district have not been sold yet. That's why we chose it for this play drop time. So we're gonna have to find a new hangout spot, I think.
You come over to my land.
Yeah, we'll all have our parcels.
Yeah. I definitely I got some spacious. Yeah, I have to see what district they're in. I mean, probably District 1 will be the main hangout spot because for for people who don't have a parcel, they'll be spawning in one of the 6 areas in District 1. If you do have a parcel, you'll be able to spawn at your parcel. But it'll probably be there'll be more foot traffic in District 1 for sure.
Yeah, great for hosting events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
the
a couple
other
partner parcels in District 1 too, but I have to think who owns them.
Yeah, I always forget who's got what, but the partner parcels will probably be great meetup spots too, because we were actually putting the final touches on that a little bit this week, where eventually there's going to be like unique experiences built on top, but they're going to be pretty distinct. You'll know it's a partner parcel when you go by it, so it might make for an easy landmark to meet up at. You know, like meet me at the Blackpool partner parcel or something. It'll just be very distinct visually. I mean, like eventually, yeah, like they might get some custom builds to create like it's like, you know, I was used the like resort kind of metaphor. So there'll be places to go that have unique mini games, dungeons, experiences. But no, on May 18th, it's just gonna be like a giant logo across their floor, so you'll definitely know it's the partner parcel. There'll be no mistaking it. So it'll be kind of cool. It'll make for a very large meeting grounds, kind of a big field.
Guys, the drop should be happening very
Oh, yeah.
soon here. And if your name is red, you can log out and then do the Discord off and log back in. that should, oh, here we go. That should fix it because we just reset the names here with the Discord auth. So it should be possible to, oh, there we go. There's obviously not 100% chance that you'll get in, but could help.
I'm sure that area up by the north gate just vacated, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ran away immediately.
I ran away as soon as he said there's about to be a drop.
Yeah, I had
Bring
just
him
got
the
there and
bacon.
immediately turned around.
Yeah. Everybody just booked it. It was funny.
Hope somebody got a pick.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, how fun it will be. Sorry, on basically next Friday for our first District 420, we'll be able to first District 420 in the Gotchiverse for channeling. We might be able to get a group of people together and do like a channeling event for the first time, which will be really exciting.
Yeah. We're going to be working on, once we've gotten the core features done, we'll definitely get to start experimenting with things like what if you could drop Alchemica, give it to other people, set up all sorts of fun things in the game to help like give people more tools to play around in the game without having like basically like help create user generated content. So it's not just us creating everything. That's going to be really fun. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that would be like you could do like basically like a race where you have to like move like give the baton to someone else.
Yeah, it'll become very interesting once we have like the traits active. So like speed and you know motion is affected by our traits.
Yeah.
Will there be any warfare in this one?
No, not today. Still so much optimization left for it. It's just not really possible to do it yet. Yeah, we're laser focused on the big launch here. Hmm. Yeah, we got the battling, we got the guild stuff. There's a ton of functionality still waiting in the wings. We got the estates, but we also want to have set aside some time for fun stuff too, like gotcha, like depositing Alchemica and glitter and all that.
Yeah, that'll definitely matter when when you get all of a sudden a bunch of Alchemica just in your property because nobody else can get to it.
Mhm.
I think walls will matter the most.
Yeah, I'm
That's
hoping
why
that.
being oh,
Sorry, I was just gonna say the walls. I hope that also becomes like a bit of a detriment for bots. They're just like getting stuck in corners all the time. all these new walls going up should help.
It'll definitely hinder their ability to move around. But I think it'll be good for like road parcels and stuff like that, though. Bunch of
We
fun.
should have official bot trap NFTs to put on our pillar sills.
Yeah, giant mouse traps, catch the bots. That'd be pretty good.
He's gonna have a whole bunch of red names stuck on your parcel.
I feel like once the land release goes live here, and you get on your parcel, we're gonna suddenly see a flood of user experience and inspiration for different types of installations. Like, I bet the wish list grows dramatically and improves. Like, there'll be like things we haven't thought of yet. Like a mouse trap. That's a good one. Yeah, the variety just it just moves in every direction, so it's gonna be pretty sweet. Did the Alchemica first round of drops finish already? I think it's.
Yep.
All right,
we
so I
got
think
our
it's.
Alchemica Alpha drop. Are we ready for another non-Alchemica Alpha drop? Anyone?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
It's the real alpha.
It's alpha with a double A versus the ERC 20 standard alpha that we are used to.
Is Gravy in the house? Gravy might have something for us.
Oh, let me get my notebook so I can write this down.
Just a little
Hey
something.
guys, keep having audio issues here every time I plug in, so I finally got the microphone to work.
Yeah, you sound good.
All right.
All right, guys, we just dropped it. If you are following us on Twitter, you probably got the ping. Boom. Everyone,
Yeah, everybody take a
definitely-
second to check out Twitter. Alchemica will be there when you come back, but take a look at what we got to announce here. We got another giveaway, so would love for you guys to participate as we have our land auction, or excuse me, the land release on the 18th. So to celebrate that, we're going to give away 2 humbles and a reasonable. Kind of like the Gotchi giveaway that we did a month or so ago, this time with land. So make sure to like, follow, share, and spread the word to everybody that you can. And we will be giving 1 land parcel away per 24 hours leading up to the land release on the 18th.
Very nice.
A couple humbles. I
better
think we
than
got a reasonable in there. Yeah. And a variety of districts. So.
Yeah, let me see if I can give you guys some more info on that. I'll pull that up real quick. All right, so we got 2 humbles. Humble is in, one of the humbles is in District 28. One of the humbles is in District 1. And the reasonable is in District 41. So definitely be paying attention to some Twitter notifications. If you don't have that auto notification on, turn it on and make sure you guys take a look at what the directions are and to be able to enter to win. And we'll be giving one away every 24 hours all the way up to the land release on the 18th.
Yeah, that District 1 parcel is nice, but also District 28, if I'm not mistaken, that's Magetown. So that's a pretty nice prize for whoever wins it.
Actually, District 28 is Gotchi Mafia.
Oh, Gotchi Mafia. I thought I
Yeah.
won a giveaway from the Portal Mages where they gave me a humble parcel in District 28. Maybe it was a different district. I got to check on that.
Yeah, definitely have to check on that. But you know, Gotchi Mafia is also a party, so it's a pretty cool land parcel to win. All
Yeah.
3 of them are. I mean, they're free land parcels, so
I'm
People are
gonna-
gonna have to learn their districts. You don't want to walk into the wrong one.
You're calling them the wrong district name?
You're gonna get jumped.
We're gonna have like different color handkerchiefs hanging out of the back pocket.
All right, that tweet's blowing up. Keep it coming, guys. Get
Yeah,
that
that's,
retweet. Let's get some noise on this. Show
I mean-
crypto Twitter. We are alive and kicking.
Yeah, who needs to worry about a bear market when we're working on what we're working on here? So, pretty exciting news during these times. So, I'm excited as much as everyone else is.
and the conversation is, okay, I win this land. It's just a social hub. What else can I do with it? And then we just dropped that article that kind of explains the altar, which is about to get its utility. So I think it's quite a combo. Get some people there. First piece of Gotchiverse land, and basically, long story short, that's where they get to start channeling every day. So it's a pretty powerful start, even before the full farming experience, comes online. You just need a home to start channeling on. Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the idea.
Yeah, the altars are so important. It's like the heartbeat of your parcel. So it does the tech tree. I think we mentioned in there a little bit, there's the tech tree, there's the channeling, and the cool thing about it is the channeling has multiple levers that move. It's not just like altar gets bigger or altar channels more. It's like you've got your kinship, but you've also got this 100 gotchis kind of space, where the density of the spillover is a bit more concentrated the higher your level is. So it's cool on so many levels. I love that the leveling up of this, particularly the altar, is very, very multi-dimensional. It's really cool.
I will say, seeing that graphic that you guys released yesterday of the spillover just gave me I was getting anxious. I was like, oh my god, all of my UBI is just drifting away from me every time I channel. It's it's intense.
Oh,
yeah,
here, I'll
but
drop it.
also everybody else's UBI is drifting towards you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is true.
Yeah, you got to go for the overlap.
Yeah, be a good neighbor and spill some alchemica to everybody.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking with Hefe about it yesterday because it's like I want to start leveling up installations, but it's like I don't have enough gotchis to handle all my land. So it's like if I level up my altars too quickly, I'm quickly going to have a whole bunch of pieces of land that are going unutilized because I don't have enough gotchis to channel from them. So it's like I need to 5x the number of gotchis I own, which is, in a bear market probably not as hard as it seems, but definitely a to-do list because I don't have enough gotchis.
You can open it up to where anybody can channel on it, right?
Yeah, that won't be live on the 18th, but it will be pretty soon, and it will be live for if you're lending out gotchis, they would be able to channel. But
Okay, so the ones
the
that you
public
lend
also
out will
won't
be able
live
to
yet.
channel?
Yeah, you'll have to update your access right, and I'm not totally sure if the UI will be totally ready for that on the 18th. There's quite a big backlog of things, but we're working through, almost done, but we kind of added that one a little bit late, so that one might not be ready by the 18th, but we'll try to get it as quickly as we can.
Do you happen to have any of those delicious alpha-filled screenshots of UI that you guys have been toying around with that you can share with us?
Let's see. Was playing with something today.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's good. No futures. If you don't ask, you don't get it, right? So you
Yeah.
gotta ask. Shoot your shot.
The squeaky wheel gets the alpha.
Yeah.
Gold Cross, while I'm finding it, someone was asking about the hot zone,
Oh,
what
sure.
that means.
Yeah. So, let's say you do a channeling, a certain percent, depending on the level of your altar, Alchemica is going to go directly to your wallet first of all, right? That's truly your UBI. That's going guaranteed into your wallet. Then what's left of the allocation for that day is going to go into spillover. And then the way it works is there's a certain percent of that spillover that equally distributes over that radius, that diameter I shared earlier. And then an ever increasing amount of that gets concentrated in that pink dot called the hot zone, which is 100 gotchi radius, 100 gotchis wide. So you want to, of course, bring as much towards your neighborhood as you can. I kind of think of it as like eventually, you pretty quickly upgrade enough to get your entire radius to take care of your spillovers, taking care of your district, right? Maybe your neighboring district. So it's all about like, eventually it's going to all tie into your district coordinating together, one district with one dominant DAO or guild, and you guys are all channeling at the same time and coordinating and all picking each other's stuff up, all the spillover. So that's kind of the long game of it. But initially, yeah, you're just kind of feeding the map. And like I say, you got stuff going straight to your wallet, and then you got other people's stuff spilling over on your side as well. So it's going to be interesting how it all the layers all interact with each other. Did Dan drop that? Looks like he did.
Yep.
We got a little staking UI here. Yeah. This is the glitter staking. If you stake your Alchemica, you can farm some glitter. So this is the beginning of that. It's starting to come together.
Yep, the glitter wars. They are upon us. They will be very upon us very soon.
So for anybody listening that is like glitter, what's that? That's the token that hasn't launched yet, and its utility in game is it can reduce your crafting time. So you definitely want to have some glitter because you'll be able to level up faster and more efficiently. So I feel like it's going to be a highly desirable token to have.
Yeah, one glitter equals one polygon block. So basically, every time you spend a glitter, it'll lower the upgrade time. And you can, when you're putting in an upgrade, you can actually set the amount of glitter you want to spend up front. So theoretically, you could get an altar and kind of speed build your altar by just throwing all your glitter at it, and it'll reduce the number of blocks down to 0. Yeah, it's going to be Ghost to Alchemica. So there'll be Ghost Ghost FUD, Ghost FOMO, Ghost Alpha, Ghost Keck, and there'll also be a Ghost Glitter pair that we'll create that on QuickSwap as well. And yeah, we are showing this as with QuickSwap being compromised, you can head to the swapper on app.aavegotchi.com/getghost, and that one uses 1inch, which also uses QuickSwap under the hood. But you don't have to go to the QuickSwap site if you want to swap.
Is QuickSwap still down for the count at the moment?
They said they are back in control of their domain, but I think they're still down for maintenance right now.
Yeah, I think they said they're back in control, but still proceed with caution.
Okay, all my DGen Luna trading has been put on pause for the moment.
That might be good.
Well, I did really well on that actually, surprisingly well.
All right.
Sorry for everybody else that lost everything, but
Yeah, I know people were like spying in that when it was like 0.00001, and then it went up like what 300x or something.
yeah, I bought in when it went down to 1 cent, and then it spiked to 7 cents. So I sold it all off, and then I bought again when it was down to like like 1/1000th of a penny. So I own like probably like 1 million Luna for like $150 or something like that. So every time it spikes, I try to sell off some, but I'm not willing to touch QuickSwap right now, so gotta stay away. Their GoDaddy domain got like compromised, and now they basically people were getting fished. It also happened to, I think, Gecko. Yeah, it happened last night. I think it happened to some of the other.
Spirit swap. It basically a couple GoDaddy. I saw that people were getting hit. I'm in a Telegram group where they were kind of talking about it. This was like 2 days ago, I think, when Spirit Swap got hit. But I guess, yeah, GoDaddy doesn't have great OPSEC. Looks like. Rudy, the ad was that was a different one. There was basically 2 hacks going on right now. The ad one was another thing. This one was a GoDaddy infiltration.
No daddy, I like that, Groovy.
Yeah, too many hacks.
Yeah, there's so much stuff in the space that's going down. It's like, just not good for confidence of people. How are you feeling sitting in die right now with the bonding curve?
I mean, we're cozy. Nothing. There's no red flags with die. It's basically over collateralized, which is why I like it. I like over collateralized stable coins. I mean, compared to Luna or USD, can't imagine being in like seriously being in that token.
Luna was way too risky and had way too many flaws, and they'd been called out so many times. And then it happened. I mean, the people that were left in there, I'm sorry to say, had a lot of at least warning by people.
If I did the math correct, $10 of Luna about 10 hours ago was about $12 million of Luna, almost exactly 1 month ago.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, people getting wrecked. That's really bad. Oh.
Everybody says only invest what you can afford to lose. And plus, there was a lot of signs with Luna, too, that, I mean, it was riskier, at least.
Well, Bill Kwan had another algorithmic stablecoin fail in the previously as well, or at least his team or people that he was associated with. So this is his second go.
Yeah, it's like we took like a quadruple whammy this week because we had the market dipped hard. We had Luna crash, pretty much eradicate all that wealth, and so many people like got stuck watching their wealth like get destroyed because they had staked it and they had to wait 2 weeks before they could pull out, which is like horrible. But I guess that's part of the that's part of the game. But even the Aavegotchi scam stuff, there's just been so much stuff in the space. That's been so negative. So it's good to see, like, on our little corner of the metaverse, we're still like chugging along and shipping like crazy. So can't stop, won't stop, even in a bear.
Last thing I read was he said that he was sorry that his invention failed.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was Do Kwon said that.
Yeah.
And there's apparently a recovery plan that was put out, but it's not going over well with their community.
He should definitely give away all his money to all the people he ripped off.
All that money. I'm sure he made a good amount of cash, like shorting the perps. Like,
He'll
so
dip out
crazy.
to a nice island. You won't hear from him again.
Yeah, until he makes the next project, right?
The Aavegotchi thing was pretty interesting too, because that was kind of NFT land, right? That was in the NFT sector happening at the same time. No, Futuristic, I watched one of your videos on it, and looks like you were in one of the Twitter spaces they did, like the founder was exposed as being a fraud or something.
Yeah.
What was you were pretty passionate about, like, what was the main issue, you think?
Well, the founder during the summer of 2021 started CryptoFunks and then CryptoZunks, and another project called Tendies that we know of. These 3 projects, the CryptoZunks and CryptoFunks were kind of plays on like the popularity of CryptoPunks. So they were just kind of cash grabby projects. And with CryptoFunks, when they got the first DMCA, the takedown order from OpenSea, the devs just kind of rugged. They ran off and disengaged with the project, but they refused to give up the smart contracts. So people started getting all freaked out, and then they found out, basically, I believe it might have been Pauly OX. He basically figured out Vagabond's like identity, and was like, either dox yourself or we're gonna dox you. So that's why the Azuki guy put out that letter, which is a strange letter because he just kept, it was the most con man freaking thing I've ever read, because he kept talking about learning and looking forward to the future. But it was just very bad. And like I've been in both of those projects. I bought and sold them and made money, so it's not like that big a deal to me because I understand the speculative nature of this stuff. But it's just more, it enrages me to see like founders like fail a project, take like run with the cash, start a next project, and then try to like kind of like let it boil over. Oh, it's not that big a deal. We finally launched our project. And it's like, were you intending for this project to be successful, or are you planning on rugging it too? So it's like, that's, versus the contrast of the Aavegotchi team. Everybody's doxxed, like they're constantly shipping. This guy was just kind of putting it more on the community, like, hey, you have to manage your expectations for what you get when you get into a project. Like, we deliver what we're supposed to deliver, so we shouldn't be responsible after that. And it's like, if you're giving any kind of roadmap, if you're telling us about like stuff that's going to happen in the future and you just pull out, then you're rugging. Like, that's just what it is. So it was the learner, that meme that
there's a lot of learning. I think that the biggest thing that I think with my investing in crypto is I invest in people. I don't invest in projects.
Yeah, so it's just like it. Unfortunately for the Azuki holders, like their floor tanked. It dropped like 70%. I think it's rebounded somewhat, but I wouldn't doubt that that's like a dead cat bounce of some sort. But yeah, it's just really bad for the space because it's like it brought out a really ugly side in the space. Because there's a lot of people who are like kind of coming for this guy, but there are a lot of people who are Azuki holders who are defending him and that are angry at others because their bags are dropping. But it's like, the guy scammed. We can't ignore that. We can't allow that behavior in space, because if we want mass adoption, if we want a lot of new people to come in and join us, we can't make it easy for them to get scammed, because the first time they get rugged is going to be the last time for a lot of these people. So we got to try to avoid that.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then that's a phenomenon, right, where there's just like you got to defend your bags, but then at the same time, if you're not like freaking out in short term, then you really should be thinking a little bit long term. Like, yeah, this is a problem. We have to deal with it now so that we can have faith in the community to do something better down the road. So, very glad we're not dealing with anything on that scale anywhere near Aavegotchi, and even our partners, right? Like our circle of projects we work with. I think it's really been amazing, and you kind of see that now with the bombs blowing up on the DeFi side and even on the NFT side. Aave's there, Stable, DAI, MakerDAO, Chainlink seems to be, knock on wood, everything's going good. All the infrastructure's legit and working well. So,
Are there any consequences for all these bad actors out there? Like, does anybody know what happens to all these different people after they do what they do, or the hackers?
Not really much regulation at this moment. I mean, people are knocking on Do Kwon's door.
Yeah.
Should there be like Murder Inc. formed for like the crypto space and just people just disappear?
Return to Silk Road? Are you talking like? Yeah, I think I remember seeing in the news recently there was a project founder, I think it was two of them, that had like started a project and rugged, but they had taken the funds from the treasury, the wallet that they had, and somehow they threw it through Tornado Cash, but it still hit a KYC exchange. So they got caught, and the FBI actually came and got them in the US. This was recently, like in the last month or two. So there are like some cases of like action being brought against like founders that like rug pull or commit fraud. But if you're anonymous and you keep your stuff kind of clean, it's difficult. But I wouldn't be surprised if like Beanie, Cole Ethereum, Zagabond, the Azuki guy, that if they see like DOJ action hit them, because there are a lot of angry community members that are spiteful and that are like tagging the SEC and the DOJ in their tweets, and like the crypto funks community said that they were drawing up some kind of letters to the DOJ. So I would not be surprised if it like escalated to that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the Gensler hired like 2,000 more people to do like blockchain security and whatnot. So who knows how long it takes them to figure out if they don't already know what's going on. But it might be one of those like retroactive things like in the future where people start going down for things they did like 2, 3 years ago.
Yeah, mixed feelings and all that. I think it's like,
I don't like that. Yeah.
yeah.
The
If
blockchain is forever.
yeah, but like, if I break a law, if I break a law that doesn't exist, I shouldn't be punished. That's you got to catch up to me. It shouldn't work the other way around. Shouldn't retroactively punish me. I mean, if I do something horrible,
Yeah, but I think it's a little hazy because they're still breaking laws. It's just not written for crypto laws.
yeah, this is true.
Location matters a lot too.
Yeah, this is literally like Billy the Kid in the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
out there. I was gonna say in terms of, to pivot a little bit, just the summer ahead. I don't know what the market's gonna be like with kind of everything, blowing up that doesn't have a good foundation. But I feel like there's definitely potential here. Like it's not going to be 2017 all over again. That's my guess because 2017, 2018, when that kind of went down, all that was left, people just realized it was all just PDFs. It was like, oh, that's a really nice white paper. And there was literally nothing else. So, we went through a bear market for a few years while people actually had to build. Now, this time around, yeah, there's another flight to quality that needs to happen, but there's actually things being built. So, like in our case, we can actually just keep on moving forward regardless. And I think that's going to be really good for the space and hopefully a shorter bear market all around. It's just more of a reorganization of where's the quality, where's the innovation, where's real building happening. So we'll have to see, but that's kind of my optimistic take on what the next few months look like.
Well, I feel very confident you guys are way ahead of the curve. Like I'm part of the Cool Cats community also, and I look at the other side and Board Game Yacht Club. Their metaverses are like basically like looking like Fortnite ripoffs, and they're promising all this 3D stuff. This cool gameplay and all this other stuff, but the blockchain innovations don't seem like they're going to be there. It doesn't seem like they can like realistically have everything on chain if they're running like heavy graphics and stuff like that. So they are trying to like other people are trying to like jump into space and kind of capitalize, but they're using a lot of Web 2 stuff where what we're doing is so far in advance. Like the idea that this instance, there's like what 33,000 players on right now, and we're all in the same instance at the same time, versus whatever like Fortnite server farm crap that people are doing to play those kind of games that are coming out. So I think we're well positioned to enter this bear because you've already built like a lot of the plane that other people are trying to now just copy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking at the tech that they're using because their Yuga isn't building it. They're basically outsourcing to this company Improbable, which has been building kind of these kind of so-called metaverse. They've been building the metaverse for 10 years, basically meeting rooms and like hangout areas where people can meet up and and interact with each other. So they've been doing this for like 10 years, and apparently their new technology, their I think it's called like M2 maybe, is supposedly be able to have a large number of players in the same instance, and it's supposedly high fidelity, uh, like Fortnite, where you can have 10,000 people in one instance. I'm still fairly skeptical. I mean, they have demos, but we all know demos can be created. So if they can pull it off, it'll be super cool. But still skeptical about if they will be able to have 10,000 players all in their metaverse together. But Yuga is definitely going with big partners. The good news is that we're basically already there. We don't have to have a bunch of big VCs telling us what to do. We don't have a huge budget where we have to outsource to another big company. We're very lean, and I think that's going to be an advantage for sure. We can stick to our vision and the vision of the community.
Yeah, the
If you,
DAO aspect of it does make it very powerful. Like with Yuga, they have their ape coin, the DAO for that, and they had like a real controversial vote because I think it was Yuga Labs. They put up a vote that they wanted to basically have the DAO fund hiring of a whole bunch of people to work for Yuga, and it's like, yo, you guys brought in like billions of dollars, like just hire them yourselves. Why is the DAO? So a lot of people were pretty pissed off about that yesterday. But it's because like a
At
lot
the
of
number 29, I saw
yeah,
people like memeing that.
yeah, it's like a lot of these people are like ETH maxi, PFP maxis who haven't really been in DAOs. So it's like interesting to see all these hot takes about these like controversial, semi-controversial DAO proposals because it's like these new babies have just been introduced to this world, this wonderful world of governance, you know?
Yeah, I saw that being trolled. People were like creating proposals to like give themselves $2 million, and they were like the mods were just letting it go through, I guess, or the council, whatever they call it. It's pretty funny to watch.
What
but
in
if we're
what
if we're gonna be
community?
if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, the big community kind of like speculation over any deliverables anyways. So if they keep pumping out, kind of just bumping back to what like No Futuristic mentioned a few minutes ago, they have this like Fortnite experience, and it's like pumps their immediate needs, but once they deliver it, it's going to be something along the
Mhm.
lines of jumping in there, walking around, realizing you can't do anything, and then leaving and probably not coming back again, but still hype it on Twitter because you got so much money invested in it.
Yeah, it's like when you look at a metaverse, what I've noticed so far, I mean, we're still very, very early. There's not a lot of non-Alchemica related utility, but like people enjoy picking up Alchemica. When we don't have any drops going, there's like 10 people in the game. And I think that's not just Aavegotchi, that's in general the metaverses, they're usually pretty empty unless there's like something happening, because people don't just want to be in the metaverse just to be there. They want to go to an event, or they want to like do something, they want to work. So just having a metaverse for a metaverse where you can like vibe, I don't know. It's going to be very event based, whereas we're trying to do more of a token based like metaverse, kind of allow people to be in the game and also pick up tokens at the same time. But if it's just parties, it's tough. You basically become Decentraland.
Yeah, like an event planner essentially. Do you guys see or can you see if in the future the potential to use like glitter or Alchemica to buy like Aavegotchi official merch, like as a way to burn more or not burn, but like I guess to utilize the Alchemica?
Mhm.
Not that we need it, but
Yeah, we definitely um
I mean, we could. I'm
yeah.
afraid in general we're going to have too many uses for Alchemica and not enough Alchemica to go around. When you think about all the installations that are going to unroll here in the next weeks to months, then all the upgrades, you're going to need Alchemica to upgrade them 9 times. Then you've got maybe a few other use cases, other things to craft. It's going to get, yeah, we could throw real life stuff into the crafting table too. Why not?
Yeah, the problem with that is that we like when we make that merch, we gotta pay people in the real world to make it, and so we got to pay them in fiat, and that we have to unless they take crypto, but usually they don't. But if we pay them in fiat, then we take Alchemica. Then we're kind of we don't want to dump the Alchemica on you guys. So what do? We're kind of stuck with Alchemica that we can't really do much with. Because that's kind of the problem with that.
Yeah.
We're
Same.
very light on fiat so far in this experiment.
Yeah, we're ghost rich, soon Alchemica rich, but we can't sell it. So we gotta be careful. But yeah, we definitely need some in real life merch for sure.
Is there any more alpha about the land release and where that's going to be with like, are you going to fill up the districts that are already out?
Now, when you say land release, do you mean like a potential auction / raffle, or are you talking about this?
Just the next one we were talking about before with like where you guys were going to actually, what you're going to actually release in the next auction?
Yeah, it seems like, well, that SIG-prop passed, and then in terms of the more granular details, it's seems pretty widely supported that we fill in the districts that already are out there that have had previous distributions. So, yeah, there's a lot of vacant parcels that need to be made available. So they'll either be raffled or auctioned in the next land distribution number 3, I guess is the right terminology. And then even if you do that, I think the SIG-prop passed with 8K total for the distribution. So there'd still be room to introduce a few more totally new districts. So it'll be like, I don't know, off the top of my head, like 4, 5 totally new districts will get some land, and then that'll kind of round off the map. And then, yeah, the rest will be filling in existing districts.
Will you guys be filling in your guys' Pixelcraft or?
I think the Dow Square and the Pixelcraft Square, those 2 districts, I don't think are currently slated to be part of the 3rd distribution. Pretty sure they're not.
I was just wondering. Any alpha about your guys' Pixelcraft?
Let's just say more and more coming together on different, we can use that space for all sorts of really unique builds, mini games or experiences. So, I mean, that's where the real value is like Dan was saying, we have a really good multi-pronged approach where there's the tokens and the farming as a like gamified tokenomics, but then we also still have to have the events, the parties, and something maybe a little bit more sticky, something you'd want to come back to every day to do, and you can only get it in the Gotchiverse, that kind of exclusive content.
Yeah, gaming is really where that is too. I mean, if there was a game I wanted to come back and play every day, all day, especially when you guys go mobile, I'll just be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally sympathize with that. I also recognize that your phones are going to overheat with the current build. We got to do some serious optimizing to make it maybe more reasonable for somebody to play at length on the phone. So I also am in no big hurry because we're still in the alpha stages, right? So I don't know. We have thousands of people that can get in now, and that's already kind of redlining our current structure. We gotta build that infrastructure out. So it's if we went straight to mobile right now, it probably wouldn't be a very good experience, and it would probably put a lot of unnecessary pressure on the system we're kind of battle hardening right now. So in time.
Yeah, I mean, we have a limit of about 21,000 players right now.
Yeah.
So that we're gonna hit that limit fairly quickly.
Kind of with or without.
Yeah. Yeah, mobile will be great once we have the liquidators and the grid. Yep. I think it works pretty well. Yeah, I didn't hear a lot of people complaining about it. It seems like a lot of people were using it.
Oh shoot! I didn't notice Alchemic dropped. Ah, crap.
Speaking of Alchemica drawing, did you guys see this cute ghost sitting on the lawn here the other day? Let me bring back my favorite tweet of the week. Check out the weekly hangout channel. We
Yeah.
got that little golf course. What appears to be a ghost token with Coder Dan's favorite pet. No, it's not a pet.
What
Little-
is that thing?
I saw one of the comments was like, "This is what nightmare fuel is, and I need it." It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of other metaverses that are ambitious, that was a cool AMA we did with them. I was pretty excited about that partnership and what they're doing. Yeah, Gintsukishi. But I don't know, maybe. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Yeah. Yeah, 3D. Kind of vibes with the Gintsukishi. Interesting. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff going on, despite all the drama.
Did you guys watch that video? The like the crypto boy or those girls singing, and then
Oh yeah.
that's so good.
I was definitely triggered because I was like, I am unemployed technically, and it's like I am single.
You
because
have
I
an employee.
was like, oh God, this is about me, isn't it?
I'm waiting for because it's the open verse challenge, right? I was like, man, we're gonna get No Futuristic to drop something here any minute now, but
Yeah, I just like completely missed out on that. But there is a guy, his name is Louis C, I think, rapper from Brooklyn, that I saw his verse today and he killed it. Like it was really good.
really,
Yeah, I was trying to do that though.
That one guy, he sounded like he was like an emo singer. He blew up. He had a really nice verse. He got like a bunch of donations and got a bunch of followers on Twitter now. It's like the dude blew up. Julie the Guinea. That was awesome to see.
his was so good. Yeah, like pop punk. He was like Blink 182 or
Yeah.
maybe not. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, there goes the Louis. It's Louis Baby one. This one, his verse is fire. Like I saw that and I was like, I'm not even gonna try.
Wow, have to check that one out here in a minute. There's some good ones. There's a lot of bad ones too, but it's when it hits.
Speaking of videos, guys, we're gonna drop another thing here in just a moment after the Alchemica stops spawning.
Yeah,
So get ready for it.
nice little Saturday.
We got what, 4 more days on those? Yep, the tiles are gonna be lit. Can't wait to equip mine.
You're going for a full spacious covered in golden tiles, or you're gonna spread them around across your parcels? Yeah, just one tile, or you're gonna mix it up between the three? Nice. Well, eventually, I can see like estates. Somebody's gonna put up an estate that's like solid gold, like across like 10 spaces or something like that. Some insane, like kind of see it from the Gotchiverse space, like setup.
Hefe, I sense that you're gonna be having a heck of a time with walls, not having like all of them done. You know, having 7 left and having to stay on the computer until you get all 7 of them upgraded to the same levels.
I get that OCD going.
The alchemical drop done.
Yep, taking
This
a
is-
break now.
This is the first time we're like, wrap it up. We got other stuff to do. We want the alpha.
I need my alpha.
Yeah, I can't even keep track. What are we sharing here, Coder
Hey
Dan?
guys, drop it, give it a thumbs up. We got new YouTube video, hot off the press.
Oh.
Let's see this.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, this is really fun. It's all about, it kind of takes what we had in the article about the altar, right? And makes it into a really fun instructional video, kind of like old school 1950s style. Yeah, Fallout, totally Fallout inspired. Yes.
Yeah, whatever you
Exactly.
guys do, don't be Billy.
So you got 3 gotchis, different kinship scores, and it kind of takes you through them one by one. So you get an idea of what kind of channeling you can expect next week.
Max looks like a degen with his little pistol and mohawk. And then Billy. Oh, Billy hasn't been pet. Sad Billy.
Max OP.
You know, I had a question actually, thinking of kinship. I was trolling through the bazaar as I often do, and I noticed that there were some gotchis that were below 50 kinship. I think some of them were at 0, but on the bazaar they were showing up as smiling. I think if you clicked into them, you could see that they were frowning. Is there a reason that happens?
Yeah, probably maybe the bazaar isn't taking into account their kinship when it loads that image. Maybe could you file that in the bug report, like Aavegotchi bugs? We're
Uh,
probably just not adding that into the SVG.
Yeah, next time I see it, I'll pick up on it because I noticed it. It was like a day or two ago because there's a point where there were some gotchis that were really cheap, and I was like scrambling to get liquidity so I can try to grab another gotchi. But I noticed it was like 0 kinship, but it looked like a happy gotchi. But when you clicked into it, it looked pretty upset.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably not pulling it early enough, that info,
it's
but
putting on
that's
a pretty face for the bazaar.
Yeah, right. Don't tell anybody you're abused. Just sit there and smile.
smile in the window.
You will never get pet.
But it would be a great visual indicator to yeah, address that earlier. So you just see, oh, that gotchi's frowning right away, you know, something's not right.
Blink if you're okay.
Yeah.
Don't be Billy.
I see a lot of billies just sitting up there on the bazaar just for sale. Nobody's touching them.
Yeah.
You should be able to just feed other people's gotchis if you want to.
Well, it's funny because we have like little
Okay.
mini, like, large gotchi holders who are very inactive in the community. Like, people who have like hit me up on Twitter recently and like, hey, I've been here since Haunt 1. I have like 30 gotchis. I don't know anything. I'm not petting. I'm not doing anything. And it's like, what are you doing? I'm like, put them in the gotchi vault or auto petter so that because you're going to get a kinship multiplier for your UBI. So it's like these things will affect your passive yield. So try to like take care of it. But it's surprising to see that there are players who are in the community who have been very inactive that have like pretty large bags that just have not been paying attention for like the last year.
I think that's a very interesting idea to get some type of reward for petting an unpetted gotchi. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you're like a daycare worker, just kind of going in and helping out everybody, the children.
Yeah, like charity, like, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome, M. Sanchez. How was the chat with Dr. Wagme? I haven't listened to it yet, but that looked really interesting.
Amazing. You know, I got to look at his charts, which is like I still pause the video to to try to understand them. But I'm definitely going to start creating a series around making this a business based on the stuff we decided, what we spoke about, we discussed. Um, Super interesting. The way he looked at it, I didn't really see it before, you know, really going in depth with him. Um, it's an opportunity, like everything, but of course it's work. So you got to really figure out what type of business, quote unquote, you want to run here, right? Like you just said it, no futuristic. There's people just waiting for the speculation of the ghost price to go up or sell the item, or you can go day to day and get in the Gotchiverse and try to earn more passively as you own those things, right? So think it's pretty interesting, and of course, as the things drop, I'm gonna be looking to talk to more of you to see what you guys are thinking, um, because of course, it's like 5-layer chest, and you got to really think through what your plan is. 'Cause like the way I see it, and he was seeing it the same way, is anything that creates these type of opportunities, there's an opportunity for generational wealth. When you have a coin that you can create as collateral, you can borrow off of it. That's how rich people get rich. They borrow off of their assets to create more assets that give them more wealth. So this game has all the elements of that kind of thought process and business, right? So, of course, can't expect to become a billionaire, but the ideas behind the way normal people generate generational wealth are built into this. So if you think about them the same way, even with Alchemica and Ghost Coin, you can get there, I believe. And that's what the journey I'm going to try to take us on.
Yeah.
100%. My youngest son, I have twins. I have twin 12-year-olds and an 8-year-old. My 12-year-old, his first job was playing Aavegotchi. He made his first money ever playing with one
Wow.
of my ghosts. So my youngest was watching. He's like, "Dad, can I buy one?" And I'm like, "Well, they're kind of expensive." He's like, "All right, so can I buy Ghost?" And just having that conversation, right? Like understanding the difference, it versus me trying to teach him about crypto for like 3 years now. This is much something now that they're interested in, so it makes it much easier to teach.
Yeah, I mean, you could always get involved with your first Aavegotchi by buying Ghost, staking it for friends, converting to raffle tickets, and winning a portal when we have the next portal raffle.
Yeah, it's a very powerful tool. Like when I was a little kid, my stepfather used to have me do like paper trading on the stock market to kind of understand it and like like watch the market, see how my like instincts were picking stocks. And it like informed me as I got older because I became an accountant and business stuff. So like with my son, I have a wallet set up for him that like when he plays, the Alchemic is going there, but I'm slowly teaching him about the staking of Ghost and then now the rat Ghost. And then, whenever I'll call him and be like, "Hey, you have some Ghost in your wallet. I see that there's something cheap on the bazaar, so I'm gonna, I'm his like little financial, and I'm just running all of the like moves that I'm making for the wallet by him. But like, yeah, there's a flip here, so I'm gonna grab. So I feel like it's informing him, and because it's a video game, it like really speaks to him very well. Like this is what he does all day anyway, so he's very into it, and it's just by making it a video game, it makes that crossover so much easier for children.
And you're, like you said, it's already connected to things they already do. Like my sons, they play Fortnite all the time, make me buy skins, and I'm like, I'm not buying anything that's not an NFT anymore. And my other son plays NBA 2K, and he's trading the cards. And I'm like, you're flipping NFTs. You don't understand that yet, but that's what you're doing. It's not dollars or ETH, but it's MT or whatever. But he's been doing it for multiple years, and he's good at it. And I'm like, wait till you take that skill set to something where you can actually make real money.
Yeah. And we have our marketplace. I wish there was a way for us to know how our marketplace ranks against others, because I have to figure it has to be like a top 20 by volume, at least at its highs. So there is a ton of volatility in our market. So it is a good learning spot for a person that's like just learning how markets act.
Yeah, we are. You can look on DAP Radar, and according to I don't know how accurate it is, but on Polygon at least, we're apparently the number 2 market by volume. I don't know if that's really accurate though, but we've done 24 hours. We've done 33K worth of volume.
What's the number 1?
OpenSea.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
The game hasn't even really launched yet, too, so that's gonna get
Yeah.
crazy, probably.
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm curious to hear. Is there anything like that has been difficult to like convey to your kids when you're trying to like teach them what how to play the game, like the wallet part, or like any aspect of the onboarding?
Yeah,
For me,
definitely crypto. Okay, crypto.
oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say for me, no, because I made videos of how to like set up like the wallet in the most easiest way. So in terms of the gameplay, it's just jump in and play. Like when I was talking to my son, when I was mentioning like rarity tiers for wearables, he instantly understood that. He understood, oh yeah, that's a godlike. That means it's more important. He understands the economics of it, but from a point of view of a game where the money just stays in the game. So he'll like, he's playing Minecraft, earning in-game currency, but it's worthless. Where it's like, oh no, that's your allowance now. So go Gotchiverse channel or do something, and you can take that Alchemica and do whatever you want with it. Right now, it's just like stacking, but it's he definitely gets it because it's similar to other games.
Yeah, and one of my
Yeah,
favorite things about this ecosystem is that, unlike Luna, it's not built on a Ponzi. It's built on like it's just as sustainable as the US dollar or Bitcoin. These are all just tokens. They're fixed supply. Everyone knows how many, everyone knows the emissions, and it's gonna do its thing. We don't have to worry about under collateralized loans or seniorage and all that like very technical stuff. We got the bonding curve to just do its thing, and Alchemica are gonna do their thing. There's stuff that's gonna be NFTs that are that can be created with the Alchemica, and those are going to have their own market. There's just like so many facets that are creating this economy to make it sustainable. It's not like built on this like really shaky foundation.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see other projects starting to adopt some of the stuff. Like I was covering the Cool Cat stuff yesterday, and they're starting to talk about like, oh, we're gonna do boss quest and like merch sales and stuff like that to limit, like, because there is no utility for milk outside of
Yeah.
just trying to get your pet evolved. But once your pet's evolved, you're just collecting milk, so it's just killing the milk token. But you guys have already thought of all this stuff ahead, so it's funny seeing these, like, because some of these teams are like just so much more money because of the royalties they're getting from secondary sales, but they're still so far behind. So it's like money doesn't really solve everything you don't have in side.
Yeah, milk has really been. I mean, it started. So it like pretty
It was at
high.
like
It's
15 cents when it started. I
Jeez.
was making like, what was it? I get 1,000 milk a day for my kid, but now I have 3 pets, so I'm making like 5,000 milk a day. So at one point that would have been like $200, even when it was at 4 cents. Now it's like 10, $11 a day.
Mhm.
So it's just, and there's no utility for it. So it's just, I'm just stacking it, just passively and just leaving it at that until there's something more to do with it.
Yeah, like you said, I think that makes this game very different. There's so much to do, so hopefully it keeps the farm coin from dipping like most farm coins. And then like you asked about, challenges with kids. I have 8-year-old and 12-year-olds, right? And I work with I own a nonprofit that works with high school kids in the Bronx, and I'm showing them, and the wallet technology stuff, the onboarding of crypto, actually fiat to crypto, to Matic. That I think is the biggest challenge that has to be solved. I was using I'm also in New York, so we can't use crypto.com for some reason.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that we easily go from fiat to Matic, and that's the biggest struggle I see.
Yeah, because I'm in Tennessee now, but I'm originally from the Bronx, and I still cannot buy a lot of stuff on Coinbase because of New York. But even Coinbase now is like a whole risk because not your keys, not your coins kind of thing. So that's it, I would say also check out the GMI video. I know you're in New York, the crypto.com route, but Heve could speak to it. They put out a few videos on how to onboard from Polygon to get ghosts, like the fastest ways, I guess, right, Hefe? See, with Gotchi lending, it's made onboarding much simpler because, like when I have friends who are interested in the game, I don't even try to get them to bridge anything over. I say, set up your MetaMask, and then I send them the video because it's literally one click on Polygon Scan to add the Polygon RPC to your MetaMask. And then I'll send them a Matic. I mean, it's what, 65 cents at this point? Like, send them 5 Matic, and it's like, hey, go and play a little. You can take a little bit of this Matic or a couple USD coin, swap it for some Ghost, maybe rent out a Gotchi, and then once they're in the Gotchiverse, like all of the rabbit hole, all of that information that can be a little bit intimidating to noobs disappears because it's a straightforward experience. You're running around, Alchemica pops up, you pick it up. When you're done, you withdraw it, it goes to your wallet. Easy peasy. And this is already like way far ahead of all any other crypto games that I've seen that are out. And we're about to like intensify things in a few days. So that's it's going to be a fun week that we're running into.
I'll definitely check these out and try them. Yeah, I'm really trying to rear up for the summer. In my nonprofit in the summer, we get a bunch of kids, and of course they all game. We're trying to teach them crypto. The hard part is the onboarding because as a young person, you got to get your parents involved to
Yeah.
bring money from dollars to crypto. So I'll definitely check these out and see if I can get some of them that are in the program now to try it.
What part of the Bronx are you from or living at now? If you don't mind me asking, I don't want to like mess you up.
That I'm from the South Bronx. I grew up right next to Yankee Stadium, and now I live in Throgs Neck,
Okay.
all the way up top.
Yeah, I grew up and lived Kingsbridge and Fordham Road, and then I lived over near Hunts Point. I moved down to Tennessee, so I know Throgs Neck and Yankee Stadium especially.
I used to have an office in Hunts Point. Actually, I had office space with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez many years
Okay,
ago
yeah,
in Hunts Point.
that's like
Yeah, and
street, but on that main street off of I remember where our offices were. That's crazy.
Oh wow.
yeah. The Bronx is coming up now. If you come back, it looks very different.
Yeah, I haven't been back in 2 years at this point. I've been back to Manhattan for NFT NYC, but I didn't have enough time to stop. But I'll have to go by eventually. Got to go back home.
What's the plans for NYC, NFT NYC? Because I would love to figure out. I have some connections with blockchain people. We're doing few things. I'm very connected to the hip hop NFT space coming along. So I would love to figure out how we can start collaborating. Aavegotchi, No Futuristic, Hefe, whoever.
Yeah. I know. I believe
Roxy, I watch your videos too. Roxy as well.
yeah. Jesse can speak to this because I believe team members are going to be in NFT NYC. I'm not going to be there, but I know maybe Gravy will be there. They could speak to that though. You guys are talking, right? You're presenting as speakers at NFT NYC.
Yeah, Jesse's speaking on day 2, and we'll be up there. We're currently planning some fun events for Gotchi Gang, so we definitely want to anybody that's going to be present at NFT NYC, we definitely want to meet up and do some IRL stuff, and we've been in talks about putting together some really cool stuff. So anybody that is going there, make sure to like DM me or something. Let me know. Give me a heads up if you're going to be there. I'll definitely be looking out for you.
That is within my reach.
There you go. So there's no reason not to be there.
Oh, Sir Linkius was asking, will there be Gotchi merch? Will you have any like beanies or anything like Denver?
Yeah, I think Golden Cross is probably working on. He had some awesome beanies last time he was giving out at ETH Denver. Sure, we can get some merch worked up for. Gotta have some drip at NFT NYC.
Yeah, I need to get more. I've been using them as placeholders when I play pool at the bar, and there's this one guy that keeps taking them and putting them on the pool table. So I'm slow, like the pool table's covered in my stickers, but now I'm like slowly losing all my Gotchi stickers. I have to figure out a different like demarcation like object of some sort to like let people know I'm next on the pool table.
What about beanies?
Say that again.
What about like beanies? What about the beanies?
Oh, I don't have any. I didn't get any beanies. I got keychains, I got stickers, I got t-shirts, and what was the other thing? Pins. But I've given away whenever Gotchi Gang, any members of Gotchi Gang pass through now, we link up. I tend to give them stickers and like Mike Callium, NFT bits, and Addison when he passed through, I gave him some stuff. So eventually I want to get
That's
more.
nice.
Yeah, I was actually planning on ordering. I found like custom like I want to order like 5 custom basketball jerseys that are like the scheme of Aavegotchi. We were talking about yesterday. It would be kind of the color scheme of like a Unigotchi, white with that kind of pink fuchsia, but with the other complementary colors that we see in the Gotchiverse. Like a dope basketball jersey would be cool because it's summer and it's pretty hot. I can't wear a baseball jersey, but
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
yeah, just got to find somebody to make it. But that's the next step. Yeah, the ledgers are becoming a flex. I forgot who it was, but there was like someone at I don't know, it was like a rapper where they had like a diamond studded ledger around their neck as the necklace. That's well, like, but my thing is like, why would you carry the ledger around with you? Wouldn't that be very risky? Like if you lost it? Yeah, like
Depends
Yeah.
on how much you got on it. It could, I mean, if it's worth more than a Rolex, it's not, or the same as a Rolex, it's not much different. But if you got, you know, 100K worth of NFTs on there, then yeah, that's definitely not smart to be walking around with.
Yeah. Oh, big alpha. There we go. Yeah. Do we think there's been like a big decrease in bots? Because I haven't been seeing a lot of red names today.
Do you have you guys noticed any like bot looking players? Mm.
No, even when I'm using the Joy Cons, not the direct pad, and if I go diagonal, it just moves like what if I'm moving up, it just continues moving up. It doesn't allow for that. But the controller is very helpful. When we were playing tag yesterday, it made it much easier to maneuver around. Although we had a really interesting instance that happened in the tag. It was I'm not sure, Hefe, you should remember this. When we were trying to catch me and I was sitting in the pool of alcohol for all of you, when we were running back to the starting point, I got to the starting point a couple seconds ahead of time, like, you know, ahead of Hefe. And when Hefe was on the road, he ran into me, like on his screen. You could see I was still on the road, even though on my instant, I had, you know, like 30 gotcha yards or whatever, like a little bit further up the road. So it was very weird to see that, like this double instance of myself. Yeah. You've collected so much glitter that you're moving ahead.
I had a question about management of your assets. Like I heard something somewhere, so many listening to so many things about maybe having a wallet where you can keep your stuff safe on a ledger and then another wallet where you can manage some of this stuff. Is there any of that anywhere close?
Yeah. You have like a cold storage for like, you know, you ideally I've seen people talk about having three. You have like a vault where like stuff is in there and you never really interact transferring stuff. And then you have another like hard wallet that is a little bit more active, but it's more like a transfer point between your cold wallet and that vault. And then your cold wallet, which is just for minting, just for you know, interacting with sites, nothing really on it that your hot wallet rather, nothing on it that you really can, you know, you care if you lose. It's not really a holding place for your stuff. And then with gotchis, like Coder Dan put out a thread about how you could set up a whitelist for your you know, put all your gotchis on a hard and then set up a whitelist for your cold wallet, I mean your hot wallet, and then rent your own gotchis from yourself for free so that you don't have to risk them coming, you know, like having to connect the wallet, the hardware wallet to any protocol.
Yeah, that's such a cool feature that really I should be taking advantage of that. I can't believe I haven't set that up yet. That's the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, there's like no downside. It's so good.
Does anybody know? I don't know if anybody here from the Gotchi Vault is, here, but does anybody know if there's a limitation on how many times I can withdraw my gotchis from the vault? Like, I know you can withdraw for a day, but can I do that every day without incurring a fee? Oh yes, if it's true, then that's very good because what I'm thinking is keep the gotchis in the gotchi vault. Do let the relisting of rentals happen. The gotchi, they can do it, and we don't have that in the UI yet. And then just pull them every day so I can channel and then throw them back in for rentals for the rest of the. So as long as I'm not paying a fee, that could work.
I think it's 24 hours. Like you can take it out, and as
Yeah,
long
if
as
you
you put it
set
back
it.
in within 24 hours.
What if I take it out again within 24 hours though? I guess I
I
would
feel
just
like
have.
I've done that. I feel like I've done that, taken it out multiple times in 24 hours and not been charged. Uh, but what about the land? Will the land work the same way? Like you manage it with the white list? Also, when you rent from the Gotchi Vault, even though it's a white list, you don't have to pay anything?
Well, when I haven't rented from the Gotchi Vault, but I've rented through the Gotchi Vault, so like I can set up a listing. Like right now, I think point 0.4 Ghost for 2-hour rentals, because they charge a 0.05 fee. So when I was doing 1-hour rentals, that was like a 25% cut of my fee. So like now, like zero point 0.4, it just makes it so I don't have to grind 24 hours trying to rent my 22 gotchis. For land, I don't think there's any there are any plans for land rentals yet. I don't know if like we'll be able to whitelist people who can enter our land, and I guess that's all. Like I guess
So,
code
so
talk about that, but not.
that's a good reason. That's a good reason to watch my video. Dr. Wagme gave me some alpha. They are gonna allow you to rent land. I just didn't know how it would work yet, if there was any new updates. But he said that it definitely will on the 18th be able to rent land.
Interesting, yeah.
That's cool because we don't have. I mean, land is not a part of the rental contract, like the Gotchi lending. But I know they are. They've been doing a lot of work to make land part of the vault. So whatever, like you're going to be able to deposit it into the vault, I think. And I don't know really what they're going to be doing with it
So,
once you get
so
it in
I
there.
guess I'll give you the TLDR.
Yeah, sweet.
DW. I think what it is that if you borrow a Aavegotchi, you can channel on parcels that are in the vault, right? So
Mm.
more places for you to channel.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah,
So
that
like
makes sense.
that actually might work for me because then basically if I have 56 parcels, I have 58, I'm giving away two. There's a raffle that I'm doing. We'll talk about that later. But 56 parcels, I have 22 gotchis, so that means 34 parcels every day will go unutilized for channeling. So if I could stake them and earn something passively, that would make sense. That would actually be really good for me because the way I can utilize all my land unless I get another 34. This is a bear market, but I'm not I'm not that to be able to buy 30 gotchis.
Yeah, I have the same exact problem. I'm not as many, but I have 3 ghosts and 14 lands, and I'm like, all right, so what do I do with the rest? So yeah, I think that makes sense, right? You could put them in there and let people channel. I'm not sure how the split will work though. If you own the land, on the alchemica drops of the altar. So that's where I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
Sorry, I just
So I
see
think we are Alchemica drops are pretty much finished now, guys. We're going to be pure hangout mode for the last 30 minutes here. Nice.
I got over 30 Alchemica, so I think I did really well.
that's great. I remember last time you weren't able to get any, so that's a nice little windfall for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you guys planning to stake to get some glitter?
Yeah, definitely.
So this takes me
There's
to my
like so many
business.
things. Oh yeah, the
The
business
business
part.
Yeah, because part of it when you stake, right, is the impermanent loss stuff, right? Like, so as the
Mhm.
prices probably shoot up, how does that work? You know?
Yeah, or down. I mean,
Well,
it's
if
okay when they're going up, but when they're going down, that's when it even hurts more. With when prices are
so
going up, you get less upside for the tokens.
I
Yeah, go
saw
ahead.
that you get less impermanent loss if they stay around the same price. So like if you're staking like a ghost and a kek, you'll want the kek and the ghost to like go up together or down
Yeah.
together or stay the same together for the least impermanent loss is what I read about and what I figured out.
Yeah, it's impermanent because it's based on the ratio between them. So if you if you stake Ghost and FUD goes down a lot, and then you exit the pool, you're gonna have less Ghost and more FUD because FUD is worth less now. But if it goes up, then you'll exit the pool with more Ghost and less FUD than you initially went into.
Will the glitter percentage that you get change over time based on things like that, or is it going to be a set per Alchemica?
The so have you do you have any experience doing like staking with Master Chef sushi or basically any of the farms out there? We're basically using a very standard sushi swap kind of Master Chef contract, but we modified it a little bit.
Will there be single staking pools for Alchemica or for Glitter?
There will be for Wham Ghost, but probably not. We're not going to have any single staking for just Alchemica. Doesn't like we want to. What we're trying to prioritize with Glitter is good liquidity on the dexes, so people can swap better. So if we just do a single staking for like FUD, then we're not really achieving that goal.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just a chicken, so I
Yeah,
like
it makes sense.
I avoid money that
Well,
goes
yeah,
at all costs.
yeah.
Other than
Yeah,
like Rakdos, which I feel very confident in.
I've been lucky and burned doing the liquidity providing things, but yeah, I'll be honest, I still don't fully understand it. I use these charts and stuff, but I still don't fully understand what's the risk. The idea of getting glitter though to speed things up, that's interesting. So I'll try it. Of course, I just always try stuff, but long term, I guess I'll be looking to see because to me the main asset is Ghost, right? I want to back as much of this into Ghost
Mhm.
because it's a collateral asset and has the bonding curve. So that's how I think I'm gonna play it. But again, I'm gonna figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's no one strategy. Some people are gonna be heavy in the alpine, and because they want to get a lot of glitter, they want to use it, or they want to. There'll also be a ghost glitter LP so you can actually, if you want, you can put your
That's
glitter back
probably a really
into.
good one actually because that should stay similar.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
would
this is where Dr. Wagner had a point where he said, if you get to your top level too early, then you spent too much because there's the act you're getting a certain amount per the whole act. So there's like a
Mhm.
timing thing too, which was I'm still rewatching that like 1,000 times to be honest, but because he has a spreadsheet. But that's interesting, right? To understand that speed may not always be the best route, right? That's where it's like 5 level chess here.
I think there's for the installation. I think there's two main ones that you would want to prioritize. Because I agree that we don't. I mean, we have a mind like a roadmap for how long we want each act or each round in the acts to last, but it's not definitely not set in stone. but there's two installations that are worth maximizing on your parcel. One of them is the altar, because that altar, it's basically like you're gonna be able to channel from it pretty much forever, and other people can channel from it. You can also reduce the spillover radius and the spillover rate for your Gotchi channeling. So over a long period of time, that altar would come in. I think it'd come in handy having like a higher level one. And then the other one would be the reservoir, because the reservoir is going to basically help you lock in more of your alchemica that's spilled over from your parcel. The higher level reservoir will give you lower spillover radius and lower spillover rate. So literally, like you're locking in more of your money, more of your alchemica from the parcel with a higher level reservoir. And then yeah, harvesters, if you wanna burn through that parcel quickly, then you'll want to have a higher level harvester. But there's also the option to just like you could just put a bunch of level ones on your parcel, and it's gonna take you, I think it's about 20, like for a spacious, it's gonna take you like 20 years to clean out that parcel with like a bunch of level 1 harvesters. So it's gonna take a while.
If this is possible, starting from the 18th, I don't know if a Gotchi Gang member can do it, maybe Pixelcraft can do it. I would love to see like some like a image of the Gotchiverse, on Twitter every day as we build, because from day one it's empty and people are going to start, building and customizing their installations and throwing down tiles and doing all that. So I can't wait to see like over time, like a time lapse of Gotchiverse building out, like say over 5 years.
Yeah, we need like a Gotchi historian. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Did I understand that right? Like, as you grow your altar, that also gives you the level you can grow your other items on the thing, or can you have a level 2 altar and a level 6 reservoir?
Yeah, the altar is gonna kind of gate your reservoir and harvester, and the lodge as well.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And I mean, a golden altar level 9 is just gonna look badass. It's gonna be yeah. People are gonna be, if you have like a public altar that anyone can channel from, it's just gonna look, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the, if I have to choose between channeling at the level 1 normal altar and the level 9 golden altar, I know where I'm going. Yeah, I think so. I mean, the contracts are built pretty much. It's not that difficult to do stuff like that. So I could definitely see we could have Legacy Lodge or Le Keck Harvester, or all sorts of different LE things.
Yeah, I forgot we have to make harvesters, or we have to craft harvesters and reservoirs for each alchemica. So it's not like, just one. You got 4 different ones, and you can have multiple on one, parcel. So it's like crap. There's gonna be a lot of burnt alchemica very soon.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Alchemica coming online from the channeling, and then there's definitely going to be a lot of Alchemica needed for the crafting.
You guys
I'm curious
really
to see
are.
how many Gotchis are going to be channeling on day 1. That's going to be really fun to see.
do we think that we see an increase in portals opening? Because I feel like I definitely like just anecdotally talking to other Gotcha Gang members, there were a decent number of members who told me that they FOMO'd and opened up the portal. So do
I
we
saw a
think?
guy in the chat. He was like, he said he owned number 5 and all the way up to number 29, and he was like, like he must have bought on day one, and just like he never opened those parcels, those portals. So even he is like starting to think, should I open these things now?
Yeah, that's
I,
what I've been
I
telling
think
people. It's like that kinship, that multiplier matters. So you're just like, it's opportunity cost every day that you miss a pet or that you leave. I mean, there is like also the speculation that is going to be, it's the supply is dwindling, and that H1 is going to be the OG in the system. So it like I could see more portals being opened, or at least more open portals being summoned.
yeah, open portals are probably the worst move. Just having like an open portal probably doesn't really do much for you.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up because the guys are just stuck there. They look happy. They're not being pet, kind of like purgatory, just waiting for someone to claim them.
I'm gonna drop this video one more time, guys. Make sure you go and give it a thumbs up.
Don't be Billy.
Don't be Billy.
Don't be Billy.
Let's make that algorithm work for us.
Question, what parts of the Gotchiverse eventually do you think will be like customizable? Like, would we be able to make our own skins for like the lodge, for example, and stuff like that? Like, if we can, like, what parts of our land can we like, design?
Yeah, we want to definitely eventually have like community designed tiles. I think those will be a big one. Probably we'll have some level of community designed installations as well. And you'll also be able to have your NFT display. That'll be another one. And then within the Gotchi Lodge, that will be a big one, because the Gotchi Lodge is kind of more of a space that you'll be able to kind of curate on your own, rather than out like the overworld, which is a little bit more limited.
Yeah, I would want to make like my own like furniture and stuff. That would be really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly. Those will be kind of like you could make your own, or you could there'll be probably be a bunch of like pre-created items that you could just kind of pick, NFT and also non-NFT based. Like you can imagine, as your lodge goes up in level, you unlock more like cooler items for it. But you could also like have a certain number of items that you upload to like basically to your lodge.
Yeah. I guess since we're all still in the hangout, we're doing the social thing. This might be difficult to do, but do you guys want to try to do a game of tag?
Oh yeah.
We did it with 6 gotchis and it was intense, and there's 2,700 gotchis in here, so if we get a whole bunch. I ran up to. We're at the vortex near the main entrance, that gate. So I guess if over the next minute or so, because I know Coder Dan's probably gonna have to leave soon. If you migrate over here, we'll pick somebody to be it, and then just try to chase them through the Gotchiverse.
All right. Um, yeah, jumping in. Also, reminder, I think tomorrow we'll probably have another DAO weekly mastermind session, also here in the amphitheater. So make sure you, if you want to tune into the DAO stuff, I'm sure there'll be lots of topics to discuss. Cool. Nice.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I just started getting those emails, so I was surprised to see you like back-to-back days of emails. Hefe's put in some work.
Um,
Yeah. Real quick, I dropped a link to a raffle I'm doing for like a humble estate thing. You can check it out. I'm giving away these raffles randomly, so you don't even need to buy the ticket. I'll be giving them away over the next few days, and then right before the land release, I'll be doing a raffle to give away 2 humble parcels that are adjacent for a little humble estate, and then some other Aavegotchi and other NFTs. So just check that out. So who wants to be it? I guess like we have who's here at the top of the gate? Let's see. See Coder Dan's here. I'm here as left. Where's Hefe? Do I see? I see Saul Goodman's here, so that's.
we got a bunch of mages over here. What's up, mages?
So Coder Dan, do you want to be it? Because you know you're the king here. We should chase after you.
All right. So what do? I just start running?
Yeah, well, we'll give it a second till Hefe gets here, I guess, and then let's see where you are because there's so many gotchis that look alike up here.
Yeah, I'm next to Lord Hills here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see you. All right, so in a moment when you're ready, just tell everybody, and then you have is that a mythical shield you have there?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's dope with the portal mage setup.
Do I get a head start?
I mean, at any point, just start running in a direction, start chasing.
Oh god. All right, I'm going.
He's on the road. Does he turn left? He turns a hard left.
People like coming at me too. You guys got some people got knocked off in the. Oh, did I get hit? I don't know. Is that guy count? I guess he counts. I don't know.
He just came out of nowhere, so I don't know.
Oh, nice turn there.
Juke was good. That got me.
These little roads are hard. These are gonna be fun when we have racing game. Oh man.
Oh.
I think you got me. I don't know if it's hard to see if I don't know if that guy was like after me or not.
Spam them with hearts. Spam them with hearts.
I can't wait for Gotchi Racing. We need to make a little like add-on mini game.
It's like I wish there was like I mean I don't know anything about it stuff, but if there was like it would be cool if there was already like a template built that someone can just plug in our characters into that game, like into a racing game that's already like a simple built one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, who wants to be it, I guess now? Oh yeah, we should do that. We'll walk back to the North Gate. Mass Gotchi migration.
I do love the migrations. It's just like a testament to how great these servers are. We're all able to move in sync with each other.
Yeah, see, this tag game is going to be so much fun once the traits are there. Too, then you'll be able to like, just like that. Your Gotchi will actually matter, like the build.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll see a bunch of gotchis disappear for a second and they'll come back. That's pretty sure that's when you're entering another area of interest zone. Basically, like the map is divided into like hundreds of these different small zones. You enter into it and then they might like it takes a second for the server to sync up with that zone. So for like a second there, people disappear and then they come back. It's pretty cool. A tag flag would be awesome.
Okay, give everybody a second to get back. That was a lot of gotchis chasing you. There seems to be more over here now, so that's good. Hefe, you want to be it or Zombie Shepherd? You did really well yesterday, Zombie Shepherd.
Oh, I'm not even back at the gate. I was Yep, I got distracted.
Yeah, we were playing a game of tag and somebody was in the bathroom and their guy stuck there, so we were using them as the starting point that got you that board.
Say hi to Leroy Jenkins. Crypto Rich, what up?
Oh, I was streaming the gameplay, so I was trying to get it bigger on the screen, and then everybody left, so I was like lagging.
Oh, there's this Gotchi. Oh, it has its back to me. I see the back of the poncho, the comfy poncho, legendary head. Oh, they ran off. What was her name? It was a good looking Gotchi.
Where's Moon Gotchi with his damn Ave boat?
We got Dr. Frankenstein's in the building. Boomer Corn, I like that name. Oh, I see that, yeah.
Wow.
There's another one up here, Thavor. I like that with the double Thave hammer and the
Right, I'm back.
Okay.
Am I it? Does everybody see me?
Let me all see you. Where are you standing?
I'm just to the left of the portal. Throwing up hearts.
Oh, I see you. Okay. So when you're ready, just start running.
So many Gotchis.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Wait, who are we running after?
Zombie
Shepherd.
Okay, let me see. Where is he?
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
you just
If you guys, when you're streaming this or whatever, definitely like make some short clips and like just to show off how awesome this world is. Would be cool
I
to
already
have some
like making a clip of us chasing you. That's like the highlight of the whole
yeah. Oh. Oh man, he's getting a good lead.
Yeah. It's funny because it looks like you can see.
Oh, he just slowed down.
Oh no!
Correct. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be dodging people coming at me or not.
Yeah, I don't know. That was my worry too. There's like people flying at me. Oh, we've entered District 24.
Yeah, it was only a handful of us last night, so like there's a good clip that Hefe can probably pull out, or No Futuristic can pull out, of me coming out of nowhere and getting Hefe.
Yeah, he was about to cross the goal line and like just zoop out of nowhere, Zombie Shepherd came.
Oh man. All right.
We need to actually have like little obstacles you can drop or something.
Yeah, see what I do.
Oh man.
Oh, where'd he go?
I'm got.
Yeah, see,
I
like
turned
to
and it was tackled.
to change the speed of people because you can play around with the Alchemica and
Yeah.
and throw people off. All right, that was
He swarmed.
I heard that you like being pet. How you like being pet now?
That's great.
That's awesome.
Brilliant, amazing. This is so fun. Great. Oh, I see Rare Pepe down there. Whoa, fully decked out. That's is that Mark? Or is Rare Pepe Mark? Who is that?
That's a good looking got you though. It's just the that's a godlike raffle, right? It just matches so well with the godlike armor, like the color scheme, but that little crown and the red lips really like pop because of it's not monochrome, but it's like, it's just really three colors and then that facial features. It really makes it pop.
Good looking Gotchi. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out here. You guys keep it up. This has been super fun. And countdown to the 18th.
Yeah.
Yep, looking forward to next week's hangout as well. Yep. Look
Yeah,
at me,
awesome.
look at me. I'm in charge now. Yeah, man, that was super good. Yep. All right, guys. Have a great day. Later.
Take it
Yeah,
easy.
you too. Bye bye.
All right.
Yeah, I guess at this point I'm gonna sign off because now I got to chop up of the company. Which how many metaverses can you say do stuff like that? That was really, yeah. That was I feel like that was one of the largest like coordinated gotchi like other than like people migrating for Alchemica during the first event where everybody was running to District 24 at the beginning because they thought Alchemica. Definitely the biggest game of tag so far. So
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut a clip out too because it's like centered on my gotchi with this huge crowd of people following me. I knew as soon as I turned, I was done for. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna get past anybody." I'm like swamped. Yeah.
yeah, the Coder Dan running that was epic. Like, cause it's just like gotchis, and he's just running down the road like. Cool. I guess at this point I'm gonna sign off because I want to go get breakfast.
Same.
No, just the raffle that I plugged above. I'll be, and
Yep.
then just standard fare. I'll put videos up, live stream randomly. Keep an eye out for that.
Yep, same. I'm gonna drop some videos. I'll be here tomorrow for the Dow call. And yep.
Yep, my next video is the Genso Kishi AMA video that I am editing. It'll be soon.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
I'll be posting as well. Thank you guys. Thanks for bringing me up.
Yes,
Yeah.
All
thank you.
right. Thanks for being here.
So much
Everybody
fun.
have a good weekend.
Later, friends.
Yep, catch you later.
Later.
Bye.